Good evening. We are fortunate to have with us Dr. Desaiah Durisala, who is a former advisor, strategy, global scientific communications at Eli Lilly and Company, Indianapolis, USA, and has an illustrious career for the last 45 to 47 years, and has been mentors to several startups. And we would really like to have his thoughts on TGIF. So, how did you get to hear about the TGIF, sir?
Uh, Dr. Mandar Kulkarni, both of us met in another meeting recently, organized by Pallu Redana. And then we were talking about my interest, current interest, and then he told me, why don't you come and participate in these deliberations, and we might be able to see where we can take your thoughts in your, developing some business in India. That is the reason why I am here.
And how has your experience been so far? Was it up to your expectations? Was it any different? So I just want your thoughts on it.
Yes, I should say that this is one of the smallest meetings I attended in my career. I used to go to some of these largest meetings like ASCO, ASCR, where you have thousands of people attending, and then all you do is interact with a few people you know, and then come out of that. But here, whosoever attended this meeting actively participated and highly focused. And this way, we can listen to them, then digest what they are talking about, and then apply it to your needs. That's how most people are doing today. And I did not move from my seat whole day, except for going to bathroom or eating lunches and things like that. But excellent, well organized, highly focused themes, and the outcome is in mind. That is what you're all trying to achieve here. So try to get the outcome of these discussions, which would help your goal. What Bindu has done is just marvelous. In less than a year time or something, whatever you all been doing this organization, I'm very happy about that.
Thank you for very kind words. The goal of the TGF being to discuss and unveil the Alexis platform as well as VCR Park, with the singular goal of trying to make cancer care more affordable or bending the cost curve. The perception was that we have excellent treatments and not many people in the world can afford it. So how good are those excellent treatments if you can't afford it? So with that kind of a goal, do you feel the discourse that you had heard all day, do you think is that in a positive direction, and do you think that that'll serve the endeavor well?
To specifically answer your thought process on this, probably takes a lot more efforts, and it might take some more time to achieve that goal. But most people who spoke this morning had that idea. At least they are tossing that idea to bring the cost down. And I understand, because the cost is very high of the cancer drugs, because I have been working in this field in a large company in the US for the last 17 years. And I can understand that Indian population or patient population cannot afford this kind of costs. But if that is what all of our participants or the stakeholders in this endeavor you are taking up, pay attention to it, I'm sure we can achieve that. And that is the ultimate goal, because if the people have the thought of making money, profit motive, then it fails. But if they are working for something, okay, we want to help the patient, then everything will work out in the long run. And that's why I look at it. But if the whole thing goes towards profit making, then we are no different from US companies.
So, I think the main motive behind the VCR park was to create an ecosystem where the synergies would help achieve the reduction in the cost. And talking to Dr. Bindu and Dr. Mandar, it seems like this is going to be a lifelong endeavor. This is just the first baby steps into that field. And I think, do you feel, going back to your illustrious career, that now is the time any different to break those barriers and to have relatively easier global synergies?
In fact, I asked about that particular topic. I discussed that with a few people I met today. I think they're all sounding very optimistic with the notion that India, the political system as well as the economy is changing. And as a result of it, I think there is a lot more interest in these innovative groups. And the result would be much more favorable to achieve that goal. And I'm sure people will work for that. Also, the last session I attended was the panel discussion on the funding, and they're all very enthusiastic, although they're not committing anything. But the two startups very attractive. This is first time I paid attention to somebody who is proposing a proposal for funding on the stage, because I used to review the grants behind and then present it in the panel and then we score it. But we don't score in an open way like this. But it is good. I think that things are moving in the right direction.